I'd like some help in the subject of money and abundance. I've been attracting a number of opportunities or investments and people and ideas that I thought were very pleasing, and for various reasons I went into it and feeling very good about it. And over the past few years, and particularly in the past 6 months, it's been rather, the result so far has been fairly catastrophic, I must say. And so I feel that I'm definitely doing something, or my energy is not in the right place.
All right, now we want to talk to you about this because while those are logical assumptions, in other words, you say, I had a desire and then I had an impulse to make some decisions, and the decisions that I made and the way it is panning out is not now pleasing me, and so now my assumption is that I made a mistake, or that I didn't understand the process, or that law of attraction is not working in the way that I thought it should. In other words, we could go on and on with words that would characterize the vibration that you're feeling. And the most significant thing that we want to give to you is that you have to shift the vibration within you that says, no matter how it is appearing, the truth of the matter is that I am good at this, and things in my life of a financial nature always turn around. Now, the thing that we want to address here is that what is my vibrational dominance relative to the subject of dollars? And what most would say is that, well, when things are going better, I feel more secure. But now we want you to go to a whole new level where instead of responding to how things are, we want you to conjure images in order to evoke responses in order to make things be the way you want them to be. And the most significant thing that we want to give to you is that there is this human quickness to accept inappropriateness. We could almost feel you apologizing for the inappropriate decisions that you've been making. And we want so much for you to hear us when we say you have not made one inappropriate decision. Because in each of those decisions, in that mining of that contrast is born clarity about what you want. And sometimes it's hard for you to hear, and sometimes it's easy for you to hear. But out of that contrast, which gives birth to desires, sometimes you get desires that are bigger and better and more fantastic than you ever would have had if you had not experienced that contrast. You get a sense of it? So when we say to you, you cannot get it wrong and you never get it done, and you cannot get it wrong and you never get it done, the reason that we say you cannot get it wrong is because you never get it done. In other words, you always get to stand where you are and make a new decision about what you now want. This entire seminar was really for you. In other words, everything that we've been saying all day here today, and as you re-listen back to it, you'll hear it again and again, is about helping you to offer a vibration that's inconsistent with the reality of what you're living, but is consistent with the desire that you are choosing. In other words, in every moment, you have the option of how you offer your vibration. You can vibrate about what is, or you can vibrate about what pleases you. And we know it's nice when what is about what pleases you. That's a nice framework to launch from. And in your case, there's a whole lot about what is that really pleases you. But if there is an area like this catastrophic unfolding of these financial things that does not please you, you have to let it go. You have to reduce it to a less than dominant thought. And you have to make something that matches your desire become your dominant thought. And that takes some practice. In other words, it takes saying it until you believe it. It takes remembering when things were better until you believe it. It takes looking around at others who are having success even during what might seem to be harder times until you believe it. It's a conditioning of the mind. It's an unwillingness to accept anything less. It's a determination that I will not admit defeat or inappropriate behavior. I'm holding out for the nugget of value that is there. And in that determination to find it, it finds you. we find in so many of you such a quick willingness to say, I'm inappropriate. I didn't know better. I made a mistake, or I've chosen inappropriately. And instead we'd like to hear from you, I never choose wrong. I always choose right. It always comes around. It becomes my way. The universe is responding to me. I am adored. Things work out for me. That's the way it should be. And what we want to convey to you in a way that you really hear it is that this turns around really, really fast. In other words, it's really worth spending 2 or 3 days just talking yourself into this place of knowing that everything turns out all right, of making that your dominant vibration. And the reason that we know this so powerfully is because we know where you've been. We know all that you've been living. We know every rocket of desire that's been launched. We know everything that you want about all of this. And we know that this universe has the ability to deliver all of that to you. In other words, it's like the rubber band that's been pulled back. When you let go of it, it's really going to go far. And so there's no question in our mind about your ability to receive all of this in the moment that you get into the place where you vibrationally allow yourself to receive it. And the work, your work, is to get into the place where you vibrationally received it, which means you can't be worried, you have to be confident. Because there's a lot more to all of this than just the subject of dollars. In other words, do I feel capable or incapable? Do I feel clear-minded or confused? You get a sense? And so you get to, as this business experience unfolds for you, and you get feedback that comes to you a little piece at a time, stop and ask yourself, as the phone call comes or as the information comes that's upsetting to you anyway, stop and ask yourself, what are the dynamics of this? In other words, what is the emotion that's strongest within me right now? The word that means the way you feel will come to the forefront of your mind very, very easily under those conditions. And then you just stop and ask yourself, is this the dominant vibration that I want to hold right here and now? And if it doesn't feel good, then the answer is no. And then you say, what is the dominant vibration that I want to hold? Pick it and practice it in that moment. Just pick it and practice it. You'll be amazed at how quickly you can shift the vibration of your being into something that allows what you've already told the universe that you want. Some of the most extraordinary business turnarounds come right after catastrophic indicators, because the catastrophic indicators cause a focus within you that has summoning power that is so huge that often, once you relax and change the balance of your vibration, you're in a far better place than you ever were before you had that little phase of experience. When Jerry realized that he had left the oil cap off, it's a sort of stupid thing to do. In other words, a little bit of thinking ahead could have saved a whole lot of trauma and trouble. And so, if you were to do a poll, especially of truck drivers or motor coach drivers who deal with these big diesel engines, and you were to say, what do you think about a fellow who every now and again just doesn't put the oil cap back on? They would be really, really hard on him. But as we watched Jerry refusing to let any outside, qualified, professional, experienced opinions reduce his opinion of himself, he did not allow it but just a tiny little bit in the beginning. And then he regrouped and acknowledged that this particular incident is in no way a reflection of who he is. Who he is much more than an oil cap lever offer. So we would act a little more like Jerry. We would stubbornly proclaim the health of our financial condition. We would stubbornly proclaim the well-being of us within it. In other words, we would speak about it, we would talk about it, we would remember better times, we would make stuff up, we would practice it until a feeling of financial solvency and well-being would be so dominant within you that nothing other than that can be your fiscal experience. And it is so much easier than we are making it out to be. Really. Just relax, be playful, Speak about what you want, and think some. In the next few days, all of you, we encourage it for you to stop and say, what's my dominant vibration about this? What is my dominant vibration about this? You get the sense of that, don't you? In other words, you can feel. Pick a subject, any subject. What's my dominant vibration about it? And then ask yourself the question, is it serving me or not? Could I choose another vibration and make it dominant? And the answer is yes, you can. Many of you did not know it as clearly when you came to this room as you do now. But we are here to tell you, you can pick and choose and create your dominant vibration. You can make your vibration match your dream. You can make your vibration match your desire. Your vibration right now does not match your desire. Your vibration right now matches somebody else's opinion. It matches maybe some piece of reality. It matches something that you do not want. It matches a catastrophic, in your words, situation, but it does not match your desire. That's your work. You got to make your vibration match your desire. And that takes practice. That takes lots of words. That takes dreaming. It takes writing. It takes talking to people who will listen. It takes saying it to yourself. Jerry has a very good story about this when he was just beginning his show business career long, long ago. And he wanted to gather some publicity photos. And he was on his way to Canada. And he said to a friend, just sort of on a lark, I'm going to have my picture taken with the Prime Minister. And his friend said, that is ridiculous. It's like seeing the Queen of England. You cannot get your picture taken with the Prime Minister. This is not something that can happen. And Jerry said, I'm going to have my picture taken with the Prime Minister. Jerry did not let his friend convince him that he was right. Instead, he stubbornly held to what he wanted. And then he made a game out of it. He started practicing it, not knowing then what he knows now, that that is the way you make the vibration of your desire the dominant vibration. He would go to a restaurant. The waitress would say, what would you like for breakfast? He would say, I'm going to have my picture taken with the Prime Minister. It did not matter what anyone said to him. His response to them was, I'm going to have my picture taken with the Prime Minister. He became fanatical about it. He didn't know it, but he was activating the vibration that matched his desire. He wanted to have his picture taken with the Prime Minister. And so as the event came round, he went into the hall. It was a huge hall with thousands of people getting ready to come. And the Secret Service was checking everything, looking for bombs, making sure that it was a safe place. And Jerry, because he was the master of ceremonies for the event, went early in order to check things out, and he sat right on the front row. And next to him sat a very little woman. The only two people in this huge auditorium. And she said to him, hello. And he said, I'm going to have my picture taken with the Prime Minister. And she said, you really are serious about that? And he said, I'm going to have my picture taken with the Prime Minister. And she said, I can arrange that for you. My son is a Minister of Parliament, and they will be here in a little while, and I will set it up for you. Now, she did not know that Jerry was so certain that he was going to have his picture taken with the Prime Minister that he had hired a photographer. And the photographer had come, and Jerry had said, now the Prime Minister does not know that I'm going to have my picture taken with him, but I'm going to walk across the stage, and as I walk across the stage, I'm going to trip, and I'm going to sort of fall on him. And as I fall on him, he'll reach out, and I'll take his hand, and you stand over there, and you get the shot. In other words, Jerry was going to have his picture taken with the Prime Minister. He was going to do it in whatever way that he could, but he was going to have his picture taken with the Prime Minister. Now, that is taking things a little bit to the absurd it may seem, but we are wanting you to begin taking your picture with the Prime Minister. We want you to begin saying, I have a fantastically solvent business. The economy has been incredibly good to me. Good times are barreling in upon me. I have made fantastically wonderful decisions that are soon to show the evidence to me. You have to begin speaking it until you believe it. In other words, there was nothing in Jerry's vibration that was even a little bit of doubt about that incident. And you can have quite a bit of doubt. You just have to have a dominant vibration that says, things are going well for me. My business is going very well for me. Dollars are flowing easily to me. I'm on a stable enough footing that I can hold out for a while. Things are getting ready to turn. And we say, it does not matter how you say it. It only matters that you believe it. And so you choose the words that sit well with you. And it is our promise to you, friend, that the more you speak them, the more you will believe them. The more you believe them, the more you will speak them. The more you speak them, the more you believe them. You have to make the vibration dominant. Nobody else is going to do it. Somebody needs to do something about this, and you are the only one who can. You have to make the vibration dominant, which means you don't talk to people about trouble. You don't talk over what's going wrong.